This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Squarespace. Coming up on the show, we sit down and see what else is on our radar this week.
Rad Show.
So we're back today for On My Radar. It's kind of where we get together and talk about sort of the big things that have been, or things that we don't really have a chance to talk about on the show for whatever reason, but that are on our radar. So Jeff, you had sort of the most TRS friendly of the radars. Well, I guess you're
I'm really excited. A couple of weeks ago now, I got a chance to go to the offices of THQ and see Homefront, the first 3 levels, played through from start to finish as they're going to be. And we weren't able to talk about it until today as the embargo's lifted.
And what was it like?
We all got to see, the video of what the game is going to be at
Actually,
E3.
I think somebody was playing through it, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's very sliced, this vertical slice they call it. But this is the first 3 levels, and we were all talking, and I think we're, from what I saw, dead on the nose in that it is the love child of Half-Life and Call of Duty.
Interesting.
Unfortunately for me, from what I was hoping for, the stronger DNA is Call of Duty. It is very much a shooter. It is very much a military shooter, and it's very much a go, 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 craziness, craziness.
Yeah.
And the sort of down moments, that more Half-Life storytelling moments, I think are the exception rather than the rule. But I'll tell you what, the action in this game is off the hiz.
Really?
I don't even know what that means, but it's...
I know what it means.
Dan's already in. Dan was in before
John
his.
Milius, of course, wrote and had a big part in creating the vision of this. And it is, the story of the game is that North Korea invades the United States, and you start the game with this cool, alternate history that lays out what happens over the next, 10 or 15 years.
To get us to where we are.
To get us to like 2022 or whenever it takes place. And there is no punches pulled. I mean, there's some vicious shit. You see a child's parents get killed in front of it. In the beginning, you see there's one sequence. I don't want to spoil anything, but let me just say you come to a pit where bulldozers are bodies, right?
Yeah.
No punches pulled. This is a dark vision, and you get that emotional connection.
Yeah.
Action-wise, awesome, difficult, super high-end shooter, looks great, great animations.
PC,
no,
PS4,
it was
Xbox.
Xbox,
okay, good.
And there's this cool thing called the Goliath, which is this remote-controlled ATV thing that you can peg bad guys, and it comes looping over the hill and shoots them with missiles.
Oh, that's cool.
And the cool thing is, that's the kind of thing that in most games you would have in one section and then never use again.
Yeah.
The Da Vinci flying machine problem.
Yeah.
This game, it comes back a lot. You get to use it a lot, and it feels so satisfying and so powerful.
Yeah.
I played that sequence at the Home Depot, and some just crazy shit happens. I don't want to spoil anything, but
pits of bodies.
This is a dark, dark game. I think it's going to be a controversial game in a lot of ways.
Do we know when it comes out?
Yeah, it's coming out very soon. It's coming out in mid to end of March. So we'll
Whoa!
Yeah.
Just you
I just got Homefront.
Just you saying the pit thing makes me want to pick up a controller and kill bad guys. Which is you never experienced in the game. In the game, you're playing the game, and it feels like, whoa, my God, crazy. But that, I want to have the catharsis of
I got the guys that did it.
Yeah, that could be a really powerful experience.
There's a lot of moments just in the first 3 levels of where I was, the designers were next to me, and I was like, holy shit, guys.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah. Welcome to the pit.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, that's awesome. Super excited about that. Daniel Trachtenberg, you've got a game as well, sort of.
I'm sure, I know you guys have seen, I'm sure if you're watching this, you have seen the trailer for Dead Island. If you haven't, please
stop what you're
don't
doing.
Don't let it be me. Don't let it be
me.
me talking about it the first time you experience it. Please go and watch it. But I'm sure
don't
you
rely
have.
on it just being behind us.
Right, please watch it. Dead Island. The trailer came out this week.
Game out of nowhere, right? We didn't really know much.
It's been in development for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it's I believe it's made by the guys who made the
Call of
Techland, who made
Juarez.
Call of Juarez, which we really like.
Yes,
Or as I like to
definitely.
call it, Call of
Juarez. It's a zombie game, and we don't really know what it's really going to be like as a game. In fact, as a game, it sounds a little bit like Dead Rising. It could not be.
Left 4 Dead,
It might not be a
really.
very good game.
Correct.
But it sounds like there's RPG. There's like some
first-person
comboing things.
It's first-person shooter.
Right.
4-player co-op with some light RPG
I
elements.
say. This isn't about the video
No.
game. This is about
Screw that. I don't even need to play that.
This is
No,
about the
yeah.
It really doesn't. It's an amazing. Okay, so what this is a 3.5-minute movie.
Yep.
Best zombie movie ever made. Period. Best zombie
Yeah.
movie ever made. Period. It's 3.5 minutes long. It's a short film. It's the best zombie movie ever made. It's amazing.
Forget the
it's-
punctuation.
And
Watch it a
3.5
few
minutes.
times.
3.5 minutes goes by like that.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're using an exclamation point.
I've watched it a
Really,
couple
to be
times.
honest.
I cannot not choke up while watching it. This has every reason why. I was emotional. I was excited. I was awestruck by the incredible visuals. It's clever. It's got every reason why you go to the movies. You can watch it right now. It's 3.5 minutes. In fact, it's already been optioned for a movie.
The
just from
trailer
the
made
trailer.
them go, we'll take that, right?
Although
Right,
there was
so
more
that-
news about, and it's a family goes to an island resort
for
and
vacation and
zombies happen. So it's amazing.
My only thing with this, agreed
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
My only thing with this is we all remember the wonderful Gears of War Donnie Darko soundtrack
Yeah.
trailer, which was like,
Right.
oh, and the game isn't that. It never made me feel that.
But this isn't about. He's saying that.
I don't think
But
the game is. I mean,
I agree,
probably
and that's
the-
what's so
yeah.
sad about it to me is that I want a video game to make me feel like that.
Yeah.
Give me an emotional connection like
you just,
that.
You just talked
Maybe
about
put-
that game.
Yeah, Pits.
Well, it's
Pits.
ironic.
So two video games on the four lobes of these two gentlemen, and for me, I'm gonna go totally off reservation.
There are 4 lobes.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna go totally off reservation, and what I'm gonna say that has been on my radar lately has been actually my Harley Davidson, my motorcycle.
Right.
Oh.
That it's something that I didn't really clock into it. So I bought
right
I bought a
there.
new
It's
Harley
staring at
Davidson
us.
Yeah.
a while back with a buddy of mine. We bought Harleys and we've been riding around, and it's been very, very fun. And I love the motorcycle culture and all that stuff. But really, where I locked into this isn't just motorcycles. It's the childlike joy of Mask and Legos.
Wait, you're telling me your motorcycle transforms?
And dude, and transform. Literally, it is what it is. It's visionaries and
Unfortunately,
robotics.
it transforms, but unfortunately, it transforms into a racist.
It turns it. I don't
Like
know.
Transformers 2. Those racist
okay.
motorcycles.
So anyway, those weren't motorcycles, by the way, but still, those were buggies, I think.
Oh, you're right.
But anyway, the thing that I clocked into was you buy a motorcycle, and it really is just buying the kit, the Lego kit. This is the one that you got, great. But the next steps that you take when you start to go, gosh, it would be great if I could just have this kind of be a little bit more like that. Well, that you can do. And so we get down into this road where I just got my motorcycle back. I got new handlebars on it. I got new mirrors and new grips. I got forward controls, so now it rides completely different than the motorcycle I purchased. And our buddy Jerry has a motorcycle, and he just went through the same process, and his motorcycle rides completely different. And it really made me realize this is a collecting game from the 80s. This is,
the
I
world's
need to
most
get,
expensive collecting game from the 80s.
not the most expensive, but not cheap. But it really does become that thing of, I need to get that thing that I saw on that other guy's motorcycle. What was it? The hunt. Where is it? I mean, my motorcycle literally has been in the shop for like 3 weeks because parts didn't. Some of the like the
That does
cables.
sound fun.
The cables that I bought, don't exist anymore, and I had to like hunt to find them because they're the perfect cables for this what I'm
dude.
trying to do.
And it's a sweet piece of ass.
It's awesome, but it was one of those things that we didn't really have a place for me to talk about it, but it's sort of become a new passion of mine.
Yeah.
So, Harley Davidson motorcycles, Homefront is going to be amazing. Comes out in March. This
Well, we'll
may
see.
not be amazing,
Dead
but
Island.
watch the trailer because it's
Yeah.
epic, and those are
all
what
you need.
are on our radar this week.
nice blips.
All right, everybody, remember to stick around for this day in rad history, but first we want to thank our sponsors, Squarespace.com. Really, people, we're going to tell you about it again. It is the place to host and build and design your websites on the internet, period, end of story. All of, some of the...
very good with the punctuation today. Both
punctuation, it's the fist is the exclamation point, that's a hyphen. You gotta head over to squarespace.com. It has the best WYSIWYG editor I've ever used, period, end of story, hyphen. Semicolon. There's some great new stuff. They have the new iPhone app, which is amazing. It allows you to manage your comments right on the fly, post to the website right on the fly, manage your stats, all those things right on the fly on your iPhone. Also, it has the first native built-in geolocation plugin on the web. So all your Foursquare, Koala, Facebook Places, Google Live Maps, I think is what that Google one is called. All can be working interfaced onto your website natively under the Squarespace widgets functionality on their WYSIWYG editor. I just made a lot of things in one phrase. If you want to check it out, if you have any reason why you need to you just need to get right on shit. Any reason to be on the internet, head over to squarespace.com/TRS and you will get a 2-week free trial membership. Try the trial, WYSIWYG yourself.
WYSIWYG yourself. A cool background this week. Send your backgrounds to fans@totallyradshow.com and you can see your art like Seth did on our show.
Also, head over to jinx.com/TRS. I believe I'm wearing my Nerds and Duke shirt, which is my second skin.
We also sell Alex's first skin.
Yes.
Not foreskin.
Tomorrow on TRS, find out what we think about the new Liam Neeson movie, Unknown.
Today is February 22nd, and on this day in rad history, way back in 1980, one of the greatest upsets in sports history happened. It's now known as the Miracle on Ice. It's when the United States hockey team, those scrappy underdogs, this was before NHL stars were allowed in the Olympics.
Yep.
They defeated the mighty
Russian bloc.
This was during the height of the Cold War, where our national pride was on the line, and we took those Ruskies down.
And that's, speaking of yesterday with La Femme Nikita, I think there's been like 3 or 4 movies made of this.
I've only seen the Kurt Russell one. I didn't know there was
Yeah, there was
others.
another one with Paul Newman, I think.
Really?
Yeah, there's been
Really?
and there was a couple TV movies made. Yeah.
Huh.
It's like Nikita.
Oh man,
For ice.
Great moment. I was too young to really know it, but if you watch the
wasn't
YouTube
born.
video, it's pretty impressive.
I was going like this, bang, bang, bang with Star Wars figures.